With Cuba back in the news, I went to my archives to take a look at the footage that I shot nearly 35 years ago, when the island was caught up in the conflicts of superpowers and somewhat stuck in a time warp. But to the Caribbean traveller, that name conjured up images of sun, sea, sand, and very affordable vacations. Havana was a bright, clean urban metropolis, blessed by a large natural harbour. And first-time visitors were often surprised by the extent of the city's development, a far cry from pre-revolution days when Havana was a Caribbean hotspot for gambling and criminal activity. Havana was popular for different reasons. It was safe, inexpensive, and provided great variety. Many tourists came expecting to see one of the last great bastions of Marxism. All they found was the tiny Museum de la Revolution, where modest vehicles were on display as the spearhead of the forces that overthrew Batista. Havana is really a tale of two cities, the modern Havana, produced by the revolution, and the colonial Havana, the remains of a time when Cuba was part of the Spanish Empire.
Very traditional Cuban people used to come to this place to have a Cuban dish that is very popular in our country. It's pork, black bean, and rice, and it's a place to see.
It's a very interesting place. I understand that Errol Flynn and Ernest Hemingway used to come here. Is that right?
That's right. Not only Errol Flynn and Ernest Hemingway, a lot of artists, North American artists, used to come to this place and to see how our food is.
First, this was a restaurant. The name of the restaurant was a pineapple restaurant. After that, it was bought by American guy that they call him Florida. Then the Cubans, who we have a different way of nicknames. We call him Floridita. Any Hemingways used to come to this restaurant very much. He used to say all the time to have his daiquiri in the Floridita and have his mojito in la bodeguita.
That evening, we visited the world-renowned Tropicana. If you're going to visit the Tropicana, then you must also take an excursion to the Afro-Cuban night. The authenticity of the costumes, legends, and the excellent performances make it essential. Of the places that you have been to with us,
yes,
which is the place that is your favorite?
Then I would say Trinidad.
Trinidad?
Yes. It's a very beautiful place because I like the old thing of Trinidad and the old history. I love all things and all culture.
Pudiste hacerlo más humano y despedirte más temprano.
Be fair to say that the Caribbean island of Cuba is unique. Time has stood still for the little town of Trinidad, and there's a certain paradox for a country that frowns on immoral behavior and yet permits the lavish spectacle of the Tropicana. For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.